This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for December 14, 2022. And in the news tonight, another shooting at the China Harbor Engineering Company facility. One of four men who reportedly entered a China Harbor Engineering Company facility in Newport, West St. Andrew on Tuesday, armed with guns, was shot and killed by a security guard, the police have confirmed. This is the second shooting incident at a China Harbor Engineering Company facility in less than 2 days. It's also the second time in 2 weeks that gunmen have attempted to gain access to China Harbor Engineering Company's Newport West compound, police sources disclosed. The slain man has not yet been identified. According to police sources, the four men entered the China Harbor Engineering Company compound located on Shannon Drive about 5:50 p.m. in a gray motor car. It is believed to be the same motor car used by gunmen who shot and killed two security guards, Brandon Small and Lincoln Royal, at another China Harbor Engineering Company facility in Plantation Heights, St. Andrew on Sunday. In yesterday's incident, sources say a security guard carrying out patrol duty was greeted with a gunfire after he called out to the driver of the car to stop. The report from the police's corporate communications unit is that the security guard observed the movements in bushes and was greeted with gunfire when he went to investigate. He returned the fire and ran to get assistance. On his return, the unidentified man, sporting dreadlocks, a pink t-shirt, black shorts and a pair of black slippers, was found suffering from gunshot wounds. He later died at hospital. Moulton White totally innocent of fraud charges, says attorney. Former Vice President of Group Marketing at Sagicor Group Jamaica, Alicia Moulton White, has been charged in relation to the fraud case which was recently uncovered at the Sagicor Bank in Ligani. The marketing executive was today charged following a question and answer session at the fraud squad and was offered a $1 million station bail. She is to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on February 21 on charges of conspiracy to defraud, receiving stolen property, unlawfully making available data or device for commission of an offense, and engaging in a transaction that involved a criminal offense. Her attorney, Bertha Samuels, told the news the charges relate specifically to $661,000. Moulton White's sister, Tricia Moulton, who was the manager at the Sagicor Bank's Ligoni branch, and the personal banker, Malika McLeod, were previously charged in relation to $65 million in stolen funds. Samuels is firmly maintaining his client's innocence. We wish to place on record, based on all we have seen and what the police have said to us, she is totally innocent of all charges that have been proffered. She is totally innocent. We are troubled that her reputation has been deeply injured by the proffering of these charges, and we are anxious to get discovery to get the material which these charges are based, he said. Sagicor Group recently parted company with Moulton in what it said was a restructuring exercise to streamline its operations to achieve greater efficiencies. The other two accused were charged following allegations that between August and October they conspired to defraud United States currency accounts belonging to several Sagicor customers using fraudulent accounts they created. They recently appeared in court and are to return on February 21. Both are also on bail. Woman killed and another hospitalized in St. James gun attack. A woman was killed and another has been hospitalized after gunmen riddled a house in St. James with bullets about 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Police are now on the scene in York Bush near Mount Carey in the parish. According to relatives of the women, armed men invaded the house and opened fire. Ex-JDF soldier who loaned uniform to friend offered a $500,000 bail. A former Jamaica Defense Force soldier who confessed to giving his uniform to his friend who wanted to impress girls was today offered a $500,000 bail on a charge of aiding and abetting. Fabian Mitchell was offered bail following an application from his attorney, Tamika Harris, in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. When the matter was called up, The court was told that the uniform and a pair of shoes belonging to Mitchell were found in a car his co-accused Zidon Smith was driving. The court was also told that on October 26, Smith, who was further remanded today, was driving a Honda Civic in the Olympic Gardens area in the vicinity of a checkpoint when the police noticed that the vehicle spun around and sped off. The vehicle was subsequently intercepted on Brighton Avenue. During a search of the car, an illegal firearm was found. A knapsack containing the uniform was also discovered. Smith told the police that he is a member of the JDF and that Mitchell had given him the uniform. Further checks revealed that Smith was never a JDF member. Mitchell is charged with aiding and abetting unauthorized use of military uniform and a conspiracy to deceive. Smith is charged with false pretense and a conspiracy to deceive, as well as unauthorized use of military declaration. Prior to granting Mitchell bail, the judge asked Ms. Harris whether the allegations against her client are true. In her reply, the attorney told the court that her client's instruction is what she termed drenched in naivety. He is to return to court on February 27 next year. The prosecution is to provide a disclosure by January 23. St. Anne man stabbed to death during dispute. A man was fatally stabbed during a dispute in Retreat, St. Anne on Tuesday night. A suspect is in custody. The deceased is 25-year-old Daniel Codner of Retreat in Brownstown. It's reported that about 10 o'clock, Mr. Codner was walking along the roadway in Retreat when a man approached. An argument developed and a knife was used to stab Codner several times. He ran to a neighbor's house and was assisted to the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The suspect was captured at his house. The murder weapon was also retrieved. INDECOM facing more criticism for report on police fatal shootings. The Independent Commission of Investigations is coming under more fire for its report about the number of fatal shootings involving members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The latest criticism comes from Chairman of the Police Federation, Corporal Rohan James. Speaking with the news, Corporal James said the INDECOM report has been skewed for relevance. He has also accused the Commission of being influenced by donor agencies. He called for the government to review the statutory provision that allows the INDECOM to collect donor aid, which he believes lends itself to manipulation and further erodes the trust and the confidence of the citizenry in its law enforcement apparatus in Jamaica. Corporal James maintained that INDECOM's report on the police has not been balanced.
I believe the time has come for us to review the Independent Commission of Investigation, its statutory provision, which affords it as a Commission of Parliament to be collecting donor aid, which lends itself for manipulation and at its best, because it can be influenced by those donor agencies outside of government funding. And consequently, what it does is further erode the trust and confidence of the citizenry in its law enforcement apparatus in Jamaica. They have not provided a full report because they have not provided to the public the number of weapons that were recovered and the engagement and the number of criminal elements in the confrontation that the police had to encounter, the amount of police injured or killed as a result of this same confrontation, and the amount of citizens who were also injured. It has not provided that detail. No, and I'm saying Independent Commission of Investigation, INDECOM, ought to be balanced and provide these information because they unearth these same facts in their investigation.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.